Well, it's week 2 of the NFL, and we are back with 5 and 5, where we're going to give you 5 best bets in just 5 minutes. I'm your host, Darren Rovell, as if you didn't know. And I am joined by the Action Network's Chris Raybon, who last week went 3-0, while yours truly went 0-2. But that's why I'm the host, and Chris is the expert. We are running it back this week. We're going to give Chris the option of giving you 3 picks. He'll take that. He's the expert. I'm going to get 2 picks. And of course, we're brought to you by BetMGM, the king of sportsbooks. They have an incredible offer. If you are new to BetMGM, you get a $1,000 free bet. Make sure you sign up and use the code ACTION, ACTION. All right, Chris, ready to go. We got 60 seconds. We'll get buzzed out if we talk too much. I got actually 1 buzz last. I think your first answer last week was literally like maybe 25, 30 seconds. I might try that this week. What do we got for our first pick of the week?
Darren, I'm going Jacksonville +4 at home against Indianapolis. Jacksonville's run defense has improved. They held Washington to just 3 yards per carry last week. That'll be very important against Jonathan Taylor. And of course, Indy hasn't won in Jacksonville since 2014. Since 2015, Jacksonville 6-0 straight up and against the spread versus Indy, covering by an average of 20 points per game.
Well, you know what? As someone who took an alt line of Indianapolis -16 last week, because I was so sure that Matt Ryan and Jonathan Taylor were just going to absolutely have a tremendous game against the incompetent Houston Texans, I got nothing to say here. The Bears +10 against the Packers at Lambeau. I know you're saying, Darren, what are you talking about? All the trends. The Packers have won 7 in a row. The Bears haven't won in this series since Drake was #1 in the country with Hotline Bling. And then I'll tell you, you could come up with any statistic you want. But guess what? The Packers don't have an offensive line.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
There's no one to guard Aaron Rodgers. Bakhtiari, Jenkins, they're all Runyon. I mean, they signed their guy off the practice squad to get in there. Like, Aaron Rodgers is great, but man, he's got no protection. So I'm throwing out all the trends. I'm throwing out Mike Martz saying that Justin Fields sucks, and I'm taking the Bears +10.
I'm going Carolina +2 at the New York Giants. Last week, we were on the Giants on the road. Daniel Jones, a perfect 9-0 against the spread as a road underdog. But this week, we're going to fade Daniel Jones at home. Just 7-12 against the spread, 38% at home. The Giants have major coverage issues at linebacker that I expect Christian McCaffrey to exploit. And since 2005, week 2 underdogs by 6 or less, coming off a straight up loss, 64-32-2 against the spread in week 2. That's 65%.
I am going with the same game. I'm taking the over on Carolina Giants. I just love the play calling of Mike Kafka under Brian Daboll. I mean, they had a nasty jet sweep. I think the Giants looked really good. I don't have a call on this game. Who's going to win? I'll go with you. But I felt they look really good. Saquon Barkley was in open space for the first time ever. Air in so long. I like the over on 43.5. I feel like it's in a really good place, and one accident will happen between these teams that will get us over the 43.5. And let me just say, I'm an under guy all day long. I have an unders club jacket. So when I say there's an over, you go with me.
I'm actually going to go with the under instead of just talking about it. I'm going to go with Green Bay, Chicago, under 42.5. Green Bay, one of the slowest paced teams in the league, and they probably want to get more run heavy because that offensive line is banged up. The receivers are not getting open. Chicago, one of the most run heavy teams in the league as well. They passed on just 26% of their first half plays last week in the first 28 minutes. And week 2 divisional unders that opened 43 or higher, 39-22, 64% since 05, including 25-10 when the total drops.
I actually like that. I think that, Aaron Rodgers kind of is one of those quarterbacks that goes to the over. I think people who did not watch the Bears slop fest say, they scored, 19. Like, it's not a big deal. So I actually like that pick, and I do slant towards unders. All right, we did not get buzzed this week, so that means that Chris and I are getting more experienced. We will come back. We will unfortunately tell you, according to our producer, Ryan McKee, how we did. And hopefully I go better than Ofer. Make sure you subscribe to us on YouTube so you never miss a 5 and 5.